G'day, mate, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, JD. So, we've got the gold volcano up and running, which has pumped out 3 tons of gold down here. And we've got a copper volcano out here, which has dumped out only 300 kilograms worth of gold, copper. Probably because the duplicates are going to put it into these refineries. Which actually means I'm going to turn those two off entirely. Which means we have one doing aluminium, one doing iron, and one doing steel, which now means the current challenge is to go find an iron volcano. But yeah, I wanted to cover a couple of things. The pit farm. I went and planted all the plants, because honestly, it takes forever. We have to send a duplicate down here to deconstruct this one tile. Let's use the yellow priority. Colbert's is starving, who is one of the important duplicates. Yet we have meal ice rotting on the ground. Yeah. So, dig in a tile. Bring up harvest overlay. And the deconstruct tool. Now you wait. And do deconstruct priority now. That one. Actually, cancel. Just the ladder, not the pipe behind it. Buildings, that's what I want. Take out that one tile. Wait for the pips. Which may come along straight away. May decide to wait 5 cycles. This is the joy for using pips. Nope, nope. Oh, we've got another one. Done. Deconstruct that one. And that was the process. Over and over and over and over. And of course I had to move the pips down level to level as well. So, in the meantime, I've got slime now in the middle. So all the storage bins have slime in them. I need to also get in conveyor rails to carry slime into this room. And also maintain keeping slime in all these airlocks. That's harvest done. You know what? I think I'm just going to leave the pips in here. So I want to copy those settings down to there. We'll get the slime moved around. Deconstruct that. Okay, you start off-gassing already. My bad. Alright, I need to get water in here right now. Yeah, okay, fine. Pips can't stay. Water. Water bottle. Now. Okay. You still enabled for pips. Yes. Wrong button entirely. You lot go away. Okay, eventually the polluted oxygen just falls its way to the top. Okay. Nope. We did have water down here. Okay, and I'm gonna need... Okay, I don't have a way to get those eggs out. Maybe we'll just crack them. So yeah, and then, you know, still had to deconstruct all the ladder pieces, and then plant all the other tiles. It was not what I would call a fun experience. But we have a whole bunch of natural tiles, which means we have a whole bunch of dust caps that don't require any fertilization, and these bad boys take 30 cycles to grow. I mean, most of the normal ones will take 7.5 cycles. Yeah. Do I recommend this? Not really. Is somebody on their way? Nina. And deconstruct. Okay. Copy settings, down to there. Now I have auto sweepers set up. It also means I can actually use the auto sweepers to auto harvest these guys. And I could actually block off the entrance, which was the grand plan. But I don't think I'm going to bother now. Can we get these guys? Oh, 20. That would be a lot better. It'd be good if we could get these pips moved back up to over here. Please. Like, whilst they're still wrapped up. Yep. I don't want them knocking the slime out of the storage bin. What did I just say? Okay. Hopefully they'll get captured. We'll worry about the other two later. So, this episode, what I want to do. I want to do a couple of things. First off, I'm spending a lot of time setting the duplicates over here to deal with stone hatches. Just, you know, murderizing them. So, new printables. Okay, let's do new printables first. I have my last 3 names. Flashlight, unconstructive. No, small bladder, squeamish. Tidy. Ooh, you're actually not half bad. Research, cooking, and suit wearing. We're going to take you instead. Lindsay is going to be replaced with Kenrith Crazy Elf. Crazy Elf. Basically, Kendrith put down in the comments, hey, it's Kendrith here, and I'm going to take that as, that's a name submission. So, welcome to base, Kendrith. Good news is, that's useless. Sure. So, welcome to base, Kendrith. Combat, 20. Yep, so we're spending a lot of time up here, just killing hatches. You missed one. Hang on, we'll invite the whole party over again. Yep, everybody gets in on this action. So, I want to automate that process. So that's one thing I want to work on this episode. Along with that, we are just dumping all the carbon dioxide from our natural gas generators and our polymer presses from memory. Yep, just straight out into the atmosphere. So I figured, you know what? We have this lovely blueprint tool here. We're just going to copy that in its entirety and paste it right about here, I figure. Deconstruct buildings right through the middle. I actually want to cancel gas pipes because I stopped and actually thought about it, and I'm pretty sure I've got a better way of dealing with the pipe spaghetti that we had before. Gas pump. Atmo sensor. What else was missing? A bottle emptier. Ventilation. That's all I need. And then we need them. We still need this crap at the top. So up to there, up to there. Gas bridge out. And then like that. Same with this side. I don't think we'll need 2 inputs and outputs for carbon dioxide ever, but you know, you never know. So we're going to leave the dupes to build that. Meanwhile, I want to work out some way to automatically kill off all of the lovely critters. And luckily enough, there's this tutorial that I watched that I might have made all about how to do it automatically. So that's what we're going to be following. And we're basically going to be drowning critters non-stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So I need 6 airflow tiles. Oh, the other thing I need to do is, once this is built, duplicates won't be able to get in to the right-hand side of this anymore. So I need to put a couple of ladders there and move the critter drop-off to this side. Because we're only going to have access from one side now. So, I need to bring that all the way up. That all the way up. We need mechanized doors. No, I need to deconstruct. This is what happens when you have a decent building crew up and running. Typically those settings. Deconstruct that one. You've built yourselves in. At least it's airflow tiles. Like, you're not going to suffocate. Alright, so we want mechanized airlocks. I want 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have to give you guys a way out. Otherwise, you're going to get permanently stuck. Oh! Yeah, there's a bit of CO2 in the base. That was why we were setting up this. Oh, good trick. We might want to let them out. Idle. 1, 2. Oh, Crazy Elf. Crazy Elf, the newest duplicate, already stuck. Okay, mesh tile, there. Oh, I didn't really need yellow priority for these. We'll give you an escape hatch. Change the priority of those down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deconstruct buildings. All of those. Okay. Maybe now. No. Can we box that in? I don't think we can. No. Alright, we'll get back to that in a second. I can box that in. So, this does require a fair bit of automation, and we're just going to go through the bits piece by piece. So, first thing I need is a liquid vent, because we're going to be drowning our critters, so we need to add liquid to the area. So I need a liquid vent. Same time, automation-wise, I'm going to want a hydro sensor so I can detect how full the water is. Because I love auto sweepers, I need a conveyor loader, and we're going to put that right there because that is the exact same line that takes meat out, which is where we want everything to go anyway. I need an auto sweeper in that gap. I need a critter drop off so we can actually get the critters brought in here. We're also going to need a liquid shut off, so back to liquids. Popped in right there. Gonna put that up. Plumbing. Liquid shut off. Yeah, we're gonna put it facing upwards. With just a little bit of liquid pipe into there. Last thing I need to try and make it 95% duplicate safe is I want to have a duplicate motion sensor in here. So that way if there's duplicates in here, hopefully the automation won't run and we won't accidentally drown a duplicate or two. Okay, so you copy settings. Okay. Power. Let's go off this power grid. Okay, so that's all that done. Automation-wise, we want to join our hydro sensor up. Scolding. That's new. Where did you go for that? Lead at 90 degrees. I have no idea where you got that lead from. It's the same place Caretaker got his lead from. It's not down here because that's all locked off. Do we have lead sitting up here? Nope. I have no idea where you got this lead from. Like, there's all sorts of crap up here. Picked up igneous rock? No. Meal ice, idle. People are stuck. People... No, you shouldn't be stuck. We out of jobs, really. Okay. Bump, 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 bump. Liquid pipe. I need clean... Wow, I don't need clean... Yeah, I need clean water. So the easiest place to take it off is this system. Yeah. So we're going to liquid bridge that out. Nope. Try not to remove natural tiles. Although we're about to do a massive cull of natural tiles, I think. Over that one, over that one. Plumbing. There to there to there. To there. To there. Okay. Automation. So the automation is, I would call it fairly in-depth. We need... okay. Actually, no, I need two more things. I need a pneumatic door to keep critters in. And then we need a mechanized airlock to keep the water in. Current pressure, send above signal if above... Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's done, that's done, that's done. Power's definitely done before I go on to automation. Yes, power's done. Alright, so automation-wise, and this is where things are going to get a little bit tricky. We need to join those two together. To that one, 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 to that one. Yep, that's all the automation wires we need just for the doors. And we're going to give each one of these a buffer gate. And the way buffer gate works is it outputs a green signal if the input, it continues. Is that buffer gate? Yeah, buffer gate. So it continues sending a green signal after getting a red signal for, well, it continues sending a green signal for 5 seconds or whatever it's set to after the input receives a red signal. Okay? So we need to wire up all these. And the reason we want a green signal is green signals keep doors open. So we want to keep these doors open for, you know, this door, and then when we get a red signal, this is going to be so hard to explain without seeing it. But when we get a red signal through, this buffer gate will keep the second door open for an extra 5 seconds. Then an extra 5 seconds, extra 5 seconds, so on and so forth, all the way through the whole build. Which means... Okay, let's look at the automation overlay. We need to get duplicates in here to get stuff built, which is going to be the hardest part. So we're going to rip up both of those tiles, and I'm hoping I can convince the duplicates to come in here and actually do it. New printables. We're going to have... Mouth breather. Probably not a good idea. Digging, supplying, farming. Sure. There's always more stuff to sweep up. And I forgot to name you. Camille! Sorry, I forgot to name you. Your name is... So, I am completely out of names from the comments section. I've said this already. So, by all means, if you're watching the series, you haven't already named a dupe, or you just want to name another dupe, by all means, down in the comment section, give me a name for your duplicate. In the meantime, I've looked through Reddit, I've looked through all the comments, all the way up to episode 16, I think. And I've looked through Reddit as well, and now I'm on Facebook. I had 2 names from Facebook. One was Dope Dopison. So, welcome, Dope Dopison. Meanwhile, isn't that meant to be Muppet Snazzy Suit? It is. I kept giving Muppet crap. And there's a hatch there. Get rid of it. Okay, so the biggest problem with these doors is as soon as these bits of automation go in, the doors lock. So I'm expecting a duplicate to get stuck in the doors, if not 3 or 4 of them. So, automation wire goes in, duplicates get stuck. You managed to get them all built, but nobody's letting you out. You probably want to let yourself out. Kendrith. Nobody? Oh, open. Open. Okay. That was actually a lot. Oh, no. There's still 2 more down here. Open, open. Yeah, go on, catch your breath. Okay, so that was the first part of the automation. Second part of the automation is to do with the duplicate motion sensor. And we need an AND gate. Okay. So this is when things get a little bit complicated. And I have already linked up in the top right hand corner how to build one of these. I did a whole video on how this particular build works. So we need the duplicate motion sensor. So duplicate motion sensor puts out a green signal if it sees a duplicate, which we need to pass through a NOT sensor. So when we see a duplicate, rather than getting green, we get red. And then we need to run that through a buffer gate. Continue setting a green signal for amount of time after the input receives a red signal. And the idea here is if it sees a duplicate, rather than just stopping the process straight away, it actually gives the duplicate a couple of seconds to get out of the room. Then we're going to hook into this part of an AND gate. So if this and this up here being a clock sensor, because we want to run the process once a day, if this is a green signal, i.e. once a day we're going to run the system, and this is receiving not a duplicate in the room, then we're going to run our automation mess, which we also need to run through another NOT gate, because we need all the doors to be set to red rather than green. So they shut, as can see here, and we need to run this down into this corner of the build. And at the same time, we need to run it rotate that, and run it into that door. Now, this door keeps critters in the room. This door stops the water coming out of the room. It's a 2-stage process. Why for you not run? Disabled. Send a green signal if it's a red signal. Oh, if below. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Super. That's not a good spot to stand. So we want to run this once a day. And I want to run it like about that part of the day. Right, we really need to put the walls in this. Actually, before we do that, let's do a sweep. I installed the sweep by type mod, which it got an update in the way it got an update in the way it lists all the sweep items, so it's much, much easier to choose different types. So I'm like, that's the point. I'm like, okay, definitely going to install that one. Okay. Yeah, we need more liquid running through this system. A lot. Well, we're out of spare liquid. Okay, that was a stupid spot to tap into, JD. That's pretty much guaranteed to be liquid. Okay, so we're going to disconnect that pipe. We're going to liquid bridge in there up to here into there. Yay, pipe spaghetti. So the only other thing we need to do is we need to fill this room up. And at the same time, we need to set this guy. So we're going to set this to... We're basically going to set it to... Okay. We're going to... All these critter drop off to priority 5. So we're going to priority... No, we're going to set all the other ones to a priority 6. Which means you can be priority 5. We're going to set you to accept... We want you to accept hatches and stone hatches and what else do we want to get rid of? Just those two for the moment. Oh, bugger. Okay. Do not build that one piece of pipe, please. So, the advantage of this one over just about every other one I've seen is this one will actually deal with voles. Voles have a nasty habit of digging through just about everything except pneumatic doors. They won't dig through a pneumatic door. But the only way you can deal with voles is if you make the whole thing out of steel. So that's what we need to do. I need to replace all the airflow tiles with steel. And then it will contain voles. And then when we get up to space biome, we get some voles and we bring them down here and shove them in here. Then voila, we can deal with the damn voles. So we're just going to let all that water that we just... Well, what little water we pumped in just pour out all over the floor. And then we're going to replace all the tiles with steel tiles. Which probably means I'm going to set that to a priority 1 for just now. Okay, can we, like... I had a building crew here before, and it just all got done instantly. I asked the deconstruction crew to come around, and nothing happens. Steel. Priority 8. Okay. Alright. Whilst they're delivering to there, let's go look at this. I want you to be crude oil, priority 9, auto bottle, copy settings to there. Yep, you lot need to be moved down again. Oh, it has to be that high. Okay. Yeah, I need to do something about oil. Desperately. Boom, 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 boom. There's always one duplicate. Okay. Please. Please. And it means I can link those two pipes together and we start filling the system. Also means I can set that back to priority 5. And... Yep, you just bring all the critters in here. Wrangle. And wrangle. Scolding. Kendrith again. Carrying oil, I bet? Oil. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so that's that project done. That's that project started. which means two things. One, I'm going to take that pipe out to there. I'm going to take that pipe out to there. I'm going to take that pipe to there. I'm not going to connect the two just yet. Dopison also with the crude oil. Look, there's some more oil there. There's some oil there. Oil there. Lots of oil along here. This is not really melting. It's trying to. Oh, also, side note, anyway who's using my lovely chlorinated kitchen, change these to mesh tiles. I kept having this water on load, and it's only on load. It would spill just slightly sideways onto this tile, and of course you just automatically come over here and mop it up. And when I mopped it up, the duplicates would also mop out the liquid from here, and I'd end up with an explosion of chlorine. So, very, very important. Replace this with mesh tiles. That way if the water decides to move left and right, and then spill out a little bit, and then join back together, the excess liquid will fall down here. It's just saved me so much time, effort, and frustration. Because that did explode once before this episode started, whilst dealing with this crap. Go away, pips. So one egg has hatched. And let's do a sweep task. Break one. All of that. All of that. All of that. Whatever we got there. How the hell did you... okay. Alright, so this is going to fill up with water. This is going to take a while. We need 8 tons of water in here. Oh, can I... Actually, maybe I can speed this process up. Hold on to you. Oh, I can't put one that side. Can I put it on top of the door? No. And put one there. That'll help. Printing press. I'm gonna take the gold amalgam. Not that I need it. But we're gonna take it anyway. Might want to mop up a few issues along the way. Wrangle. Wrangle. Both of you. You need to be shipped up here. Auto wrangle, max 20. You're meant to have hatchlings and stone hatches. That means somebody's meant to come in here and deal with these guys. Please? Liquid. Water. Water bottle. Pray done. Now, Ethan, now take them over here. There's another one. Kazareth, what did you just dropped him? You're all the way down there now. Eating my iron ore. Stupid chips. Okay. Green Gemini's dropping another 200 kilograms worth of water in there. Okay, Ethan's going to tie them up. Can we actually deliver them across here this time? Rather than dumping them on the floor. If I could ship them over automatically with an auto sweeper, I would. Elron. Elron. There. Dropped in there. Okay. First hatch sacrifice. Second hatch sacrifice. We just need enough water now. I need to go to gas overlay. Liquid overlay. No, I can't see how much liquid's in there by any sort of hover method. We're just going to have to watch the liquid slowly pile up. Now, there is... I wouldn't call it a flaw. There is a limitation. There's a limitation to this setup. And it probably could somewhat be alleviated by moving the auto sweeper one tile to the left. But if a critter dies in this tile, which I guarantee you with enough runs, eventually a critter will die in this tile, the meat's going to end up down here where these doors are. And in fact, we're about to test the system right now. And when meat ends up down here, you can't get it back. But we're going to push the liquid up, and no, that was not long enough. We need to go for like 25% of the day. So yeah, the only thing I recommend is as soon as you have enough liquid in here, remove this hydro sensor. Happy, that's not a good place to stand. Although, thanks for showing off the automation. So, because Happy's in here, we're setting a red signal. And now Happy does have 5 seconds to get out of the room. So if Happy comes in real quick, he's got 5 seconds before he deactivates the system. You can set this longer, but do remember it is going to lock that door behind the duplicates. The idea is we shouldn't have any duplicates idling in this room. I have no idea why they're idling in this room, but they are. Dupes do dupe things, I think is the correct answer. Starvation. Nope. Idle. Oh, wow, we got a lot of idle dupes. Sweep. Priority 1. Everything. Oh, look, there's a whole layer here that's covered in stuff. If you guys are that bored, you know what? We're going to start working our way towards next episode's project, which is priority 8. Right across here, because we have 2 geysers down here. We have a saltwater geyser. No, that's a natural gas geyser, top one. And the bottom one is a saltwater geyser. So they're both to, well, deal with the next couple of episodes. And also, if you guys are really, really bored, I found this. And this is also something we're going to play with in the next couple of episodes. That is 500 kilograms of steam at 500 degrees, which means steam turbines, which means trying to get a steam turbine situated down here somewhere without cooking too many dupes in the process. Because it'd be warm. Very warm. So, we could come in here where it's only 500 degrees compared to... No, it's only 80 degrees compared to 500. Actually, can I just put that? Maybe I can. Maybe I can just do that. Let's try... We'll just build to there to start with. That's all problems for next episode. Meanwhile, so we got... Oh, we got a liquid lock? Oh, cool. Deconstruct. Deconstruct. Which means... Oh no, I gotta pull a vacuum first. Which means power, which I didn't look at. You know what? There's a power connection right there. I have... No, we should be okay on that line. Nope, starvation. Missed it. How are we going in here? Still slowly filling up with liquid. I'm also debating about adding more hatcheries. Problem is I don't really have any more room on this side. And this side's not long enough for a hatchery. I could go down. Leave enough room for another Draco farm. Because this one's almost... Like, apart from having polluted water and being full of polluted oxygen and everything else, I'm finally almost at the point where I actually have enough barmilers that I can run one of these at least. No, it's still slowly filling with liquid. thought there was a way to... Nope. Nope. It's germy water. Why do we have germs? Oh, damn. We got germs in the water. I had no idea. Polluted water. Yeah, this is germy water. We found somewhere where germs can actually exist on this map. Oh, there we go. That is officially enough water. Okay, so... Well, we're going to run the process right now. As you can see, hatches are struggling to breathe. No, we still need more water. Water. Because, yeah, we have we have 4 by 4, so we've got 16 tiles of displacement, which is the exact same amount we have up here. There we go. They all got converted into their meteor form. Done. Yeah, don't pour the liquid on top of the airlock whilst the airlock is shut. Yeah, no, we're still short. We basically need to fill this to above the halfway point on this tile. In fact, I would normally set this to probably about 800 kilos worth of water in here. Because, yeah, you want to make sure this is well and truly full. That way, even later on when you get puffs and other things in this room, the liquid fills all the way up and it actually fills like into this door, essentially. Because this will deal with flying things and pips and wrangle. You 2 have hatched. 3 have hatched. Everybody. Wrangle. It is priority 9. You do accept pips and pip screws. Okay, whatever. Okay, 150. 200. Meanwhile, you guys might have power, but you definitely don't have anywhere to vent what's in the room. 300. I'm sure there was an overlay. Let me see. Temperature? No. Power? No, of course not. Materials? No, none of them. Okay, whatever. 800 odd kilos. Okay. We're gonna deconstruct that. Turn you off. I'm also going to deconstruct one bit of pipe before I do the hydro sensor, so then I can put in a mesh tile. And new printables. We have the last name I have submitted, and this one is again from Facebook. You know what? Decorating farming, because that sounds absolutely pointless for us. We're going to have Sergeant Snazzy Suit. Welcome to the base, mate. Thank you so much for submitting your name as a sacrifice. You just carry. And you just do farming. Okay, is that pipe's gone? Yep. So then I can get rid of the hydro sensor. And unfortunately, that's going to fall down here. There's not a lot I can do about it. And as you can see, the system's just locked, and it means the duplicates can't get in anymore. which is good because it means hopefully none of them drown in here. But this should fill all the way up to here and actually into 800 kilos. Yeah, it's good enough. It's good enough. It also means, like, it's a catch-22. Because all the tiles are full and they're airflow tiles and there's nothing surrounding them, it means any gases in the room should automatically get pushed out. On top of that, it also means on the off chance that a duplicate somehow manages to get in here and the automation duplicate motion sensor doesn't deactivate the system, it does mean the duplicate can stick their head in here and breathe out of these two tiles by running up the ladder. So, you know, it technically makes the system probably 100% duplicate safe rather than 99.5% duplicate safe, but yeah. And as for your automation, you can always have it run for a shorter cycle if you want. I found the longer cycle is better because not so much with hatches, but with some other critters, especially the flying ones, they'll run away from the liquid, so they'll take longer before they're actually activated by the liquid, and therefore longer before they start drowning. So, yeah, I tend to find about a quarter of a cycle. About a quarter of a cycle seems to be a good amount. But yeah, that's our automated critter killer, automated whatever you want to call about it. I like evolving my critters into their final form. So yeah, this should give us a constant flow of barbecue up here. At the same time, we are making surf and turf. As you can see, I got 6,000 calories worth of surf and turf. And a lot of calories of barbecue. Turns out I need to, and I went for 30 duplicates. Let's actually make it 32. So I did the maths on, I lie. I went and looked up the Oni Assistant. Yeah, Oni Assistant. Just go to Google, type in Oni Assistant. I will actually be doing a follow-up video covering like all the different web resources out there for Oxygen Included. But yeah, 32 duplicates means I need to sacrifice 8 hatches per cycle. Okay, bad example. Why are you overcrowded? 8 of 8. Is there an egg on the floor? You would have shipped it out. Is this room the wrong size? It is 93 tiles. It's the wrong size by 1 tile. Can we dig out... Ah! Unreachable. I can't believe this has been the wrong size for all these cycles. Put a ladder there and dig out that place. Okay, bad example. This example. So, we've got a reproduction rate of 17%. So if I have, and I'm just going to bring up a calculator, and by all means, pull out your own calculator, phone, whatever's in your pocket, and do the maths with me. 17% per hatch, and there's 8 hatches per ranch, providing you have your numbers correct and you don't overcrowd them. So that means per ranch, I have a total reproduction rate of 136%. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ranches. Multiply that number by 6, which actually means I'm producing 8.16 hatches per cycle. Providing like I don't have any debuffs or anything like that. And these guys still overcrowded. Oh, it's 96. Oh, I did that bad a job. Yeah, providing you don't have any debuffs, then yeah, you know, I'm producing 8.16 hatches per cycle. And suddenly these guys are going to go from overcrowded to just fine. So yeah, I'm actually producing enough barbecue, and that is the prerequisite. It's not meat, it's barbecue. I'm producing enough barbecue from my hatches to feed all 32 duplicates. And I'm only feeding... That bed's unassigned. So what's that? 16? 17? 17? I'm only bothering to feed 17 duplicates barbecue. And don't forget, I have all the surf and turf on top of that, which is even more efficient, along with just general paku fillets. So yeah, that's it for this episode. We went and made a whole bunch of hatches. What went? Oh, Jetty, you're an idiot. Okay, I'm gonna go set this up between episodes. Yeah, I'm going to set this up between episodes, make a vacuum in here, pump out everything, dump in the carbon dioxide, so we're actually storing the carbon dioxide rather than just running it out to the middle of nowhere. And in the next episode, we're going to try and look at this steam. Ooh, oil reservoir, oil reservoir. That's a good start. And at the same time, like we're going to analyze a saltwater geyser, which is pretty pointless because it's slightly flooded. But we could always dump a pump down here and start pumping this stuff out. That's sand, that can go. Which is maybe not a bad idea, as this pump's now dead. Yeah, that's actually really not a bad idea. Up the ladder. Please don't be priority yellow. It was. Priority 5. 5 is more than enough. Okay. Okay. Food is decayed. Meal ice. Yeah, we actually have too much food, believe it or not. Too much food and too many critters. Anyway, like I said, that's it for me this episode. I'm out. I'm gonna go kill some critters. Even more critters. Are we done yet? Yeah, I'm out. I'm gonna call the episode here. And next episode, we're gonna go play with some hot stuff and see how many dupes survive the encounter. Anyway, that's it. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Also, hope you learned something about automating your meat production. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.